Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the news tonight on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. Here are the headlines. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh reviews security situation after violence by convicted Dera Chief Gurmeet Singh's followers. 36 people killed so far. Home Secretary Rajiv Maharishi says situation returning to normal. Curfew continues in some places. 8 security personnel, including 4 CRPF Jawans, martyred in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. 3 terrorists shot dead in the encounter after Fidain attack on police camp. Prime Minister Modi conducts aerial survey of flood-hit Bihar along with Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, announces immediate relief of 500 crore rupees for the state and 2 lakhs each for the next of kin of those killed in the tragedy. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu given a rousing reception in Andhra Pradesh state capital Amravati, advises legislators to make space for constructive debates and discussions while avoiding disruptions. And tension continues in the Korean peninsula. North Korea launches several short-range missiles into the sea off the east coast. South Korea and Japan on high alert. US says it is monitoring the situation. Well, our top focus on the bulletin this evening: 4 policemen and 4 CRPF Jawans were killed in a suicide attack in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir on Saturday. 3 terrorists were also gunned down by the security forces in an exchange of fire. The army rescued nearly 24 families to avoid any hostage situation. Home Minister Rajnath Singh held a high-level meeting in Delhi following the encounter.
8 security personnel, including 4 CRPF Jawans, were martyred, while 3 terrorists were shot dead in an encounter in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir on Saturday. The terrorists entered Pulwama town's district police lines at around 4:30 a.m. and attacked a guard post with grenades and gunfire. A building inside the complex was also set ablaze. Fire tenders were called to douse the flames. According to sources, 3 to 4 terrorists are involved in the attack. The army said the Fidain terrorists attacked a camp close to the district police lines.
And they entered the family quarters. And there were a lot of families there. And then thereafter, of course, we have brought the families out from those blocks.
The camp that was attacked is situated in a high security area and is close to the offices of the district collector and the senior superintendent of police on Shopian-Pulwama highway. The encounter was also discussed at a high-level meeting with Home Minister Rajnath Singh at his residence in Delhi.
टेररिस्ट ने एक बिल्डिंग में आग लगाई है और टेररिस्ट की संख्या कितनी है ये अभी तय नहीं है, ये तय नहीं हो पाया है, लेकिन संख्या संभावित 2 से और 4 के बीच में है। 2 एसपीओ भी उस जहां पर टेररिस्ट होल्डअप हैं वहां पर 2 एसपीओ भी फंसे हुए हैं। उनका सेफ है या नहीं इस वक्त कहना मुश्किल है।
The army said that since last year the presence of terrorists in South Kashmir has increased, particularly in Shopian and Pulwama.
Last year, a lot of terrorist presence in South Kashmir had increased, and especially in this area of Shopian, there's a larger presence of terrorists. So we have to continue operations against them. So we have opened new operating bases over there, at least about 7 to 8 new in Shopian. We have also increased operating bases in Pulwama and also in Kulgam to an extent.
A high alert was issued in South Kashmir. The authorities have suspended internet services in Pulwama district as a precautionary measure. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
Well, the BSF has killed at least 3 Pakistan Rangers after the other side indulged in unprovoked firing along the Indo-Pak international border in Jammu. BSF also added that it was engaged in a befitting retaliation after the Rangers began unprovoked firing in the Pargwal area of Jammu. This a day after an Indian soldier became the victim of a Pakistani sniper bullet in Bhopudwar of Jammu on Friday. Well, the situation in Haryana was relatively peaceful today, a day after violence sparked by the conviction of Dera Sacha Sauda chief in a rape case claimed 36 lives. Army troops patrolled the main base in Sirsa town of the Dera Sacha Sauda. The situation in Sirsa and Panchkula remained tense but under control, even as Home Minister Rajnath Singh reviewed the security situation in Punjab and Haryana.
शहर में कर्फ्यू लगा हुआ है, धारा 144 लागू है और सेना ने अपना मोर्चा संभाल लिया है। कानून व्यवस्था बनाए रखने के लिए आप सभी अपने अपने घरों में रहें और जो भी कोई बाहर का व्यक्ति है वो अपने घर की ओर लौट जाए।
Panchkula, Mansa and Sirsa woke up to a relatively calm morning the night after witnessing widespread violence over the rape conviction of Dera chief Ram Rahim on Friday.
कल तो बहुत बुरा हाल था, बहुत खौफ था हमारे घर में भी 16 सेक्टर में, वहाँ पे भी इन्होंने पत्थर फेंक के आग लगा दी कई सारी गाड़ियों को, लेकिन आज बिल्कुल सेफ है, आज कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
अगर सरकार और पुलिस सरगर्म रहती तो इतने बंदे एक जगह पे इकट्ठे होने नहीं चाहिए थे। धारा 144 लगी हुई थी, इतने ज्यादा बंदे 5 नहीं इकट्ठे हो सकते।
Nearly 3 hours of arson and vandalism left the 3 townships badly scarred. The Haryana and Punjab governments totally failed to prevent the violence by the Dera Sacha Sauda followers. Home Minister Rajnath Singh reviewed the security situation in both states as well as bordering ones. Top officials including National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and chiefs of paramilitary personnel were given detailed presentation about the situation in Haryana, Punjab, Chandigarh, Delhi, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. The Home Minister was told that while Panchkula and Sirsa remained tense, the situation in the rest of the state was under control.
पंजाब, राजस्थान और दिल्ली में स्थिति सामान्य रही है। ज़्यादा मतलब थोड़े छोटे-मोटे इंसिडेंट जो हुए हैं उनको तुरंत कंट्रोल किया गया है। केवल पंचकुला और सिरसा में कानून व्यवस्था की स्थिति कुछ नाजुक हुई थी, जिसके कारण वहां पर अभी और इंतजाम डीजी साहब कर रहे हैं।
The Punjab and Haryana High Court also slammed the Manohar Lal Khattar government over the Dera violence, stating that it had surrendered to the situation.
घटनाक्रम 3:30 बजे के आसपास शुरू हुआ। 6:30-7 बजे तक सारी स्थिति नियंत्रण में ला दी गई थी और उसके पश्चात पूरी तरह से लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कायम है और किसी भी प्रकार की न केवल पंचकुला से बल्कि पूरे प्रदेश से कोई रिपोर्ट नहीं है।
किसी भी जगह से हरियाणा पुलिस भागी नहीं है और पूरा ऑपरेशन शक्ति के साथ और संयम के साथ पुलिस ने किया है, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्स ने किया है, आर्मी भी हमारे पास की लेकिन आर्मी का
Curfew was imposed in several places in Haryana and Punjab, while prohibitory orders have been imposed in 9 districts of Uttar Pradesh, 2 in Delhi and 1 in Rajasthan. Dera chief Ram Rahim Singh's Z+ security cover was withdrawn after his conviction. Officials also denied any special treatment being given to the Dera chief.
He is being treated as a normal prisoner as per the Haryana jail manual. I would like and request all the media people to please correct this news which is being published and which is being telecast by some TV media channels.
However, Haryana, Punjab and its neighbouring states are under high alert. Security has also been tightened near a Dera Sacha Sauda ashram after the protest. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today conducted an aerial survey of flood-hit districts in Bihar. He has also announced a 500 crore rupees relief package for the state ravaged by floods while assuring the state of all possible help.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi conducted an aerial survey of flood-hit Bihar along with State Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. The survey included inundated districts of Ararya, Purnia, Katihar and Kishanganj in northeast Bihar. The Prime Minister also announced an immediate relief of 500 crore rupees for the flood-ravaged state. After the aerial survey, the Prime Minister held meetings with Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, Deputy Chief Minister Sushil Kumar Modi and senior officials at Air Force's Chunapur Airport. He promised all possible support to the Nitish government for flood relief, while announcing 2 lakh rupees as ex gratia from the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund for each of those killed and 50,000 each for those seriously injured. The Prime Minister also asked insurance companies to assess the crop damage urgently so that farmers could get early relief. Modi also said that the Union Road Transport and Highways Ministry will take appropriate action with regard to the repair of damaged roads in Bihar. He said the infrastructure damaged by the floods will be restored with central help. RJD's Lalu Yadav hit out at Prime Minister's aerial survey, calling it a mere formality.
इसके पहले बिहार में जो भीषण बाढ़ आया तो मोदी जी आना भी मुनासिब नहीं समझे, 1 पैसा का मदद भी नहीं किया। उन दिनों में महागठबंधन की सरकार थी, अभी फॉर्मेलिटी पूरा कर रहे हैं।
The flood situation in Bihar has worsened, with the toll mounting to 418. 1.67 crore people in 19 districts are affected by the deluge. With most of the rivers in spate, the situation is critical in Muzaffarpur, Samastipur and Darbhanga. Meanwhile, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also conducted an aerial survey of flood-hit Azamgarh and Balia districts in the state and distributed relief material. The Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister has announced 4 lakh compensation for the family members of those who lost their lives in floods.
उनके लिए स्वास्थ्य की सुविधा वहां उपलब्ध कराना, जनहानि होती है तो 4 लाख रुपए उनके खाते में तत्काल उपलब्ध करवाना, मकान क्षतिग्रस्त हो रहे हैं तो 95,100 रुपए उनके खाते में उपलब्ध करवाना, जिन लोगों के कच्चे मकान पूरी तरह ध्वस्त हो गए हैं ऐसे परिवारों को हम लोगों ने सूचीबद्ध करके उन्हें एक आवास दिलाने की व्यवस्था हम लोग करने जा रहे हैं।
He also assured financial help to those who lost their houses and crops. The situation, however, remains grim in the state, with 25 districts inundated and over 24 lakh people being affected. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu today arrived in Vijayawada to a rousing welcome in his home state, Andhra Pradesh. He was in the state capital to take part in a civic reception and felicitation program organized by the Andhra Pradesh government. After being welcomed at the Gannavaram airport, the Vice President was taken around the city in an open jeep. Thousands of people, including school children, stood along the road to get a glimpse of the Vice President.
Addressing the felicitation function in Andhra Pradesh capital Amravati, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said Parliament and legislative bodies should be platforms for debates and not disruption.
ఎగువ సభగా పేర్కొన్నట్టు రాజ్యసభ యొక్క చర్చల స్థాయిని పెంచేందుకు ప్రయత్నం చేస్తానని, కొత్త ప్రమాణాలను నెలకొల్పేందుకు సభ్యుల యొక్క సహకారం తీసుకొని రాజ్యసభకు తిరిగి మళ్ళా పునర్వైభవం తీసుకొచ్చి రాజ్యసభను పెద్దల సభగా, వాస్తవమైన పెద్దల సభగా, ఆలోచన చేసే సభగా, ఆలోచింపజేసే సభగా, అవసరమైనప్పుడు ఆపినా ఆ తర్వాత మళ్ళా దాన్ని వేగంగా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లి పనిని పూర్తి చేసే సభగా చేసే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తానని చెప్పని ఈ సందర్భంగా మీ అందరికీ కూడా మనం చేస్తాం.
While cautioning lawmakers that people were getting disillusioned with frequent disruptions of legislative bodies, the Vice President said that as chairman of Rajya Sabha, his endeavour will be to not only run the upper house smoothly with the cooperation of all members, but also to ensure that it is a worthy forum for constructive debates and progressive ideas.
వేదిక కావాలి, ఘర్షణలకు వేదిక కాకూడదు. చట్ట సభలు అయితే ఉన్నాయో అర్థవంతమైన చర్చలు జరగాలి, అర్థవంతమైన చట్టాలు తీసుకురావాలి, అర్థవంతమైన విధంగా దేశాన్ని అభివృద్ధి పదంలో ముందుకు నెట్టాలి. అభివృద్ధిని అడ్డుకునేవి కాదు, అభివృద్ధిని ప్రోత్సహించేవి, అభివృద్ధిని పెంచేవి.
State Governor ESL Narasimhan, Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu, Union Minister for Civil Aviation Ashok Gajapati Raju, Minister of State for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences Y.S. Chaudhary were among other dignitaries present on the occasion. Shyam Sundar, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, let's take a look now at some other news from across the country in Nationwide. The Enforcement Directorate arrested controversial meat exporter Moin Qureshi in connection with its money laundering probe against him and others. He was sent to custody till August 31st by the Patiala House Court. Qureshi has been questioned multiple times in the past after the ED registered 2 FIRs under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. He is also facing probes by the IT department and the CBI for alleged tax evasion, money laundering and corruption. CBI has taken over the probe into the Srijan scam in Bihar, in which government funds worth about 1,000 crore rupees were allegedly diverted to the accounts of a non-government organization. The Central Probe Agency has registered 10 FIRs in the case, which was being investigated by the Economic Offences Unit of the Bihar Police. The CBI took over the investigation after the Bihar government referred the case to it. The Gorkha Janmukti Morcha said it will attend the August 29 meeting convened by the West Bengal government after the party received an official invitation for the talks. Amar Singh Rai, GJM MLA and senior leader, confirmed that the GJM will attend the meeting. The development came on a day when the indefinite strike in the hills for a separate state of Gorkha land entered its 73rd day. Well, it's time for a short break now, but news and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome. This is Amritansh Rai and you're watching Constitutionally Yours.
Any tribal land cannot be transferred to the non-tribe.
Tribals of Tripura, they were depending on the forest.
There has been a growing demand amongst the tribal community that customary law should be.
Although they have codified customary laws, except for Tripura. So what is the initiative of the legislature?
There is no codified customary law as yet.
Watch Constitutionally Yours on Rajya Sabha television.
The splendid, grand and massive neo-Buddhist copper dome of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. It gets its influence from stupa at Sanchi. The dome is more than twice the height of the rest of the building. The reinforced concrete shell of the outer dome began to be formed during the beginning of 1929. The last stone of the dome was laid on April 6, 1929.
संसद के भीतर मुद्दे हजार, उन मुद्दों पर तीखी तकरार, कभी इनकार, कभी इकरार, चुनौती का उत्तर देती सरकार।
हमारे उन महापुरुषों ने जो संविधान दिया, उस संविधान का सामर्थ्य क्या है कि आज हिंदुस्तान के संविधान पदों पर वो लोग बैठे हैं जिनकी पार्श्वभूमि गरीब की है, गांव की है, सामान्य परिवार से है।
लंबी बहस, रोचक विवाद।
जो परंपरा रही है कि यहाँ डेन में कोई भी बिल पास नहीं होता है, मुझे पूरा विश्वास और भरोसा है और बल्कि मैं सभी विपक्ष की तरफ से आपसे अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो परंपरा कायम रहनी चाहिए।
If you can cooperate, then I can operate better.
देखिए संसद संवाद सिर्फ राज्यसभा टीवी पर।
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, North Korea continues to be defiant over its nuclear program. It launched 3 more ballistic missiles into the sea on Saturday, dampening hopes after US President Donald Trump said a deal could be struck with Pyongyang to contain its rapidly expanding nuclear weapons program. The launch is the first by the North since it test-fired an intercontinental ballistic missile last month, threatening to target the US Pacific territory of Guam.
Just when tensions appear to have eased in the Korean Peninsula and US President Donald Trump indicated a deal with Pyongyang over its nuclear weapons program, North Korea launched several short-range missiles into the sea off its east coast early on Saturday. The South Korean military said the missiles were launched from a site in the North Korean province of Gangwon. Holding a range of 250 kilometers, the launches were spaced over 30 minutes. The US military said while one missile blew up almost immediately, two flew towards the northeast. However, this time it did not threaten the US mainland. The launch put neighboring South Korea and Japan on high alert, although Japan claimed the launch posed no threat to its national security.
本件については逐次ご報告させていただいており、総理からは引き続き国民の命、そして財産を守るために高度な警戒監視体制。
UK Minister Mark Field also visited Panmunjom in the demilitarized zone dividing North and South Korea soon after Saturday's missile launch. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said President Trump had been briefed and the US was closely monitoring the situation. Experts say the missile tests from North Korea often come in response to South Korean military exercises involving the United States. This time too, the missile launches by Pyongyang come amid the ongoing US-South Korea joint military drills, which are largely computer-simulated exercises. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, a powerful storm, Hurricane Harvey, made landfall in Texas with initial winds of up to 130 miles per hour battering coastal areas. The hurricane is said to be the biggest storm to hit the state in the last 12 years. Catastrophic flooding is expected, though Harvey's winds were downgraded from Category 4 to Category 1 as the winds weakened. The town of Rockport appeared to be one of the hardest hit by Harvey's punch. Some residents are reportedly fear trapped in collapsed buildings, while tens of thousands of homes are without power. All flights have been cancelled, while schools have been shut and concerts and other planned events have been postponed till further orders. Here's a roundup of some other international news and global buzz. US President Donald Trump granted a pardon to former Arizona lawman and political ally Joe Arpaio less than a month after he was convicted for criminal contempt, in a case involving his department's racial profiling policy. Trump had signaled that the first presidential pardon of his administration would go to 85-year-old Arpaio, whom he has frequently praised for his hardline immigration stance. Two Belgian soldiers shot dead a man trying to assault them with a machete in downtown Brussels. One soldier was wounded in the hand and the other on his face. The knife-wielding man died after being rushed to hospital. According to the Brussels prosecutor's office, the suspect is a 30-year-old Belgian of Somali origin with no records of terrorist activities. British police arrested a man carrying a knife outside Buckingham Palace, with two officers suffering minor injuries in the process. The man was arrested on suspicion of grievous bodily harm and assault on police near Queen Elizabeth's London residence. Britain has been hit by 4 militant attacks this year, killing 36 people. Well, moving on to some sports news now. After defeating Christy Gilmore in the quarterfinals, Saina Nehwal lost her semi-final match to Nozomi Okuhara of Japan in the World Badminton Championship. Saina, who defeated Nozomi 6 times, lost her semi-final match 21-17, 12-21, 10-21 to her Japanese opponent. The first set belonged to Saina as she dominated the set throughout and regularly collected points from Okuhara. However, Okuhara did not allow Saina to settle in the second set and won it by 9 points. The third set was an easy go for Okuhara as she easily defeated Saina to deny her a place in the final. Despite the loss, Saina took home a bronze medal. The focus now shifts to PV Sindhu, who will take on China's Chen Yufei in the other semi-final. Here's a roundup of the other sports news in SportsBeat. In the World Boxing Championships in Hamburg, India's Amit Pangal advanced to the pre-quarterfinals in the 49-kilogram category. In the opening bout, Amit defeated Italy's Federico Serra in a split verdict to make it to the round of 16. He will be up against 7th-seeded Carlos Cuepo of Ecuador for a place in the quarterfinals. Jordan Spieth surged into a tie for the second round lead at the Northern Trust in Old Westbury, New York. Spieth reeled off 5 birdies in a row from the 10th hole on his way to a 5-under par 65 at the Glen Oaks Club. After a bogey at the 15th hole, Spieth made amends by sinking a 40-footer for a birdie at the 16th and finished the day at 6 under 13. Defending FedEx Cup champion Rory McIlroy is 7 strokes behind after a 68. Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal could meet in the US Open semi-finals. Third-seeded Federer will be up against American Francis Tiafoe in his first match. Federer will face longtime rival Nadal in the semi-finals if the top half of the draw goes according to the seed. And in the women's singles, Maria Sharapova's return to Grand Slam action will start with a high-profile clash against Romanian second-seeded Simona Halep. Well, that's it on News Tonight. Good night.